Click each tab to know more. Proxy war. The two superpowers try to bring all the nations that are fighting for the freedom under their control. This made the nations to support any one of the two superpowers. US President Harry Truman announced support for the anti-communist parties in Turkey and Greece in 1947. The Belgian colony in Africa and Congo got independence in 1960. But its radical communist leader, Patrice Lumumba, was killed in 1961, allegedly at the behest of the US security agency CIA. Angola got its freedom from Portugal in November 1970. It faced resistance from the countries like Germany, Hungary, and the Czechoslovakia in 1950s. The army is sent to those countries to establish a friendly government and to bring down the unfriendly government. China tried to get separated from the USSR in 1960s, and the USSR tried to restrict China but failed. USSR invaded Afghanistan in 1971 to form a friendly government. US government also provided armed support to Afghan rebels who were the religious extremists. Subsequently, a long civil war took place and the USSR decided to come back from Afghanistan in 1985. The country led to the religious extremists and now they turned against US. From this, we can say that the war was from the third world that was trying to get freedom from the colonial rule. The wars were not only fought between US and the Soviet nation, but also by the people of third world. Military alliances. Both the nations US and USSR possessed the nuclear weapons, but they knew that no one would win in the nuclear war. So they formed the military alliances with other countries. The West signed its alliances in an organization called North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, in 1949. In counter to this, the communist nations also formed an alliance and signed the Warsaw Pact. The US also started regional military and strategic alliances like Southeast Asian Treaty Organization, SEATO, and Central Treaty Organization, CENTO. After strengthening themselves by the military alliances, they did not go to the war knowing that it will lead to the destruction of human life, threatening the whole civilizations. Therefore, they maintained the base of military for the launching of their weapons and troops, spread their ideology, to increase their financial and economic support to bear the military expenses. Arms and space race. Huge amount of money is being spent by both the nations US and USSR in conducting the researches on weapons and build storages of extra weapons like nuclear arms and missiles which could strike across the continents. These two countries together have the nuclear arms that can destroy the earth many times. The allies of these countries like Britain, China, France have also built the nuclear arsenals. As of now, the satellites are used to direct the missiles and the competition has extended to space also. The first satellite named Sputnik and the first human Yuri Gagarin to step on the space are from USSR. This led to the heavy competition between the two countries and they sent many satellites, and finally it led US to send Neil Armstrong and many others to the moon in 1969. Flashpoints. As the two superpowers are gathering the nuclear weapons, the world was in fear of the nuclear destruction. There was a constant fear of war in the people of the world countries. Due to the diplomacy, the imminent war between these two countries got diffused. There are many movements such as shooting down the U-2 US pipeline into USSR, the discovery of Soviet missile buildup in Cuba, and several times during the Korea and Middle East wars, where war seemed imminent.